Right, okay, hello everyone. It's been a while since I've posted a video, but what I'm going to try and do is during non-tournament weeks, I'm going to try and post some sort of technical tutorials, try and share some of the techniques that I use. Try and post a few more videos for you, because I'm aware that it's been a while since I've posted anything. So this video is just about adjusting over a slope. So it's a shot that a lot of people get wrong. So forget about the slider and what adjustment I'm making, but I'm playing -10 minimum distance, I think. So what I'm doing is setting up. Most people are going to set up there into the hole, but you'll see that I just move around a little bit over to the left of the hole, and you can see that the ball guide is well through the hole there. So I'm just gonna start it again. If you just keep an eye on where I start off with the ball guide, and I'll tell you why I'm gonna do that. I'll try and explain it in a way that everyone can understand, but it's a technique that I use a lot in tour play and in tournaments. But basically, starting at the left, the reason I'm doing that is because this green sort of slopes down, so you can see it's not a flat green. If I were to stand on that, if I were to sort of drop the ball here, it'd roll off down that way because it's a sloped green. So if that was a completely flat green, then I would aim for the hole, but because it's sloped, I've offset to the left. And the reason that I've done that is if you look at the wind arrow, is pointing that way. So I've got right to left wind, which means I'm going to be adjusting that way, which is the opposite direction of the wind arrow. So I'm going to rotate my screen and adjust down that hill, and that's the key, that I'm adjusting down a hill. So you would generally adjust to around there. So let's just say that's the end point where I'm going to adjust. And then the wind, you would think, is going to blow it back up that way. That's the reason for adjusting. But that's not a great visual there. It's going to blow it back up directly where you came to. That's the reason that you adjust. Yeah. So you adjust down to where the red circle is, and then the wind blows it back to where you set up. But because you're adjusting down this hill, what happens is you're adjusting to a lower ground. So I'm just gonna delete that. You're adjusting to a lower level. So your ball guide, I'm going to draw it in yellow. Your ball guide is going to sort of come to there, and that is on a lower level than that. So because you're adjusting to a lower ground, the arc of your ball guide is flattened, and you get you're going to land short. So I'll put the blue arrow up again, and rather than the wind blowing it back up to there, because it's at a lower level, what'll happen is it'll actually blow it back up to there, so a little bit short. And because of that, you don't get the wind push. So this one plays at -10 if you put the guide to the hole. So because you're going to be landing shorter, the ball's in the air a shorter amount of time, there's going to be less push. That's why I've set up to the left of the hole. It's quite difficult to understand, but there's a couple of ways of doing it. Sometimes what I will do is adjust for the wind and then go back and make a sideways adjustment afterwards, or you can adjust less, or there's a few different methods that you can use. But basically, I've set up on the left edge. I'm going to make the adjustment. You can see that where I am there, the wind is going to push it back up, but it's not going to land there because it's difficult to explain, but because you're on a lower ground, it's going to cut that short and land somewhere around there. And it's something that loads of players get wrong, so I'll just finish this video off. And there you can see it drops in nicely, so just a secondary sort of wind adjustment, and I better go because my my lad's shouting me because I've been away from him for all of 4 minutes. But yeah, hope that helps you, and I'll try to do some more technical videos.